So I'm here at Marriott's Desert Springs Villas in Palm Desert, California. And to be a little bit more specific, we're staying in Desert Springs Villas number 1. And if you're coming here for your next trip, maybe you want to stick around because I'm going to take you on a walking tour right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy, and before we get started on our walking tour, our resort tour here of Marriott's Desert Springs Villas 1 in Palm Desert, California, I just want to let you know, on this channel, I like to provide my knowledge, tips, and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. And hey, even if you don't happen to own timeshare, but you like visiting these fantastic resort properties, I also do villa tours, resort tours, and resort reviews as well. So be sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button down below, and also click on that notification bell, and you'll also be notified whenever I post new videos. So let's get started here. We're going to take a walking tour of Marriott's Desert Springs Villas 1. This is just Desert Springs Villas 1. If you want to see a walking tour of Desert Springs Villas 2, I will put a link to it up here in the upper corner. So check that out. You can take a look at that resort as well. Okay, so we are going to head in here. This is actually the main security gate coming in from the street, Cook Street, I believe it's called. And that heads up there to Marriott's Desert Springs Villas 1, to the main check-in lobby and registration and the marketplace. So we'll head up there and take a look at everything here that Desert Springs Villas 1 has to offer. Okay, so here I am right outside the main check-in lobby and registration here for Desert Springs Villas 1 and 2 actually. They do have the check-in there, and they also have a marketplace over here, so we're going to head in there first and just take a quick walk through, and then we'll come back out here. Okay, so that was the marketplace. Now we're going to head inside here into the main check-in lobby and registration. So here's the fitness center. Pretty good sized fitness center, a lot of machines, lots of towels, some other weight machines here. And on the other side there, they do have some additional equipment, dumbbell set and other stuff like that. So pretty nice fitness center here at Desert Springs Villas. Yeah, so in here in the main lobby and registration, obviously, of course, have the main check-in desk. They have concierge guest relations over here, and also where you can come and get your discount card over there, where they also try and sign you up for a timeshare presentation. But let's head out back here, and we're going to head to the Clubhouse Pool here that is, of course, near the clubhouse. First thing you're going to notice here is, though, that they have a really nice seating areas out here. Plenty of seating, nice soft cushions, lots of chairs. They do have a fireplace over here where they can light up fires, probably in the evenings. But yeah, lots of seating over here. They do have as well some additional games, ping pong, pool table, and way over here is a set of gas grills. I doubt these grills get a whole lot of use because there's really not a whole lot of villa buildings right here by the clubhouse. So if you're looking for a grill and all the other ones are busy, these ones probably won't be. But some nice grills here. They have been used because they haven't been cleaned yet, so they do get some use. But let's head inside here and take a look at the clubhouse pool. Yeah, they do have a hot tub spa over here, and this one actually has quite a few hot tub spas at this pool. There's a number over there we'll take a look at here in just a minute. But a really nice pool area here at the clubhouse. Not very busy, at least not this time of year. It's extremely hot out, which you'd make them think the pools would be busier, but they just don't seem to be. Here's additional hot tubs like I was mentioning. They have 3 of them over here, so 3 small hot tubs, just enough room for a couple or a few people. Actually, perfectly set up, I guess, for social distancing. I wonder if they were planning that when they built these hot tubs, but probably not. But a really nice pool here. This is the big pool, I guess you could say, in the Desert Springs Villas 1 section. There's just 2 other kind of secondary pools that we will head over and take a look at as well. They do also have a small, very small kiddies whirlpool. I noticed the water basically just spins around in here. I kind of noticed that the other day. It looks like a whirlpool for your kids. For toddlers, it's only a foot deep. So something else there if you have small children. But yeah, nice pool here. One last look at it before we head back out to take a look at the rest of Desert Springs Villas 1. All right, continuing on here, this is where the fitness center was. So we were in there just a few minutes ago. They do have a set of restrooms around here through those doors and some vending as well. So if you're here at the pool, come here when you need to use the restrooms and take advantage of those, just steps away from the pool area. So now we're going to head down through the resort here. So we're just kind of set up with like 2 arms, I guess you could say. One that heads over this way and another one back over the other way. We will take a look at both sections because both sections do have a small pool and plenty of buildings as well. All right, so Desert Springs Villas 1 is set up into 25 different buildings. I don't know exactly the number of villas. I should know that. I had it written down. It's just a bit over 200. I'll flash it up on the screen here. But 25 buildings, just over 200 villas, all 2-bedroom lockoffs. And this is actually where we stayed in a studio unit. So we will have a full likes and dislikes video of our stay here at Desert Springs Villas 1, talking about the resort, talking about the villa as well. If you want to check that out when it's ready, it will be linked up there, up above. And yeah, let's take a walk through here. All 2-story buildings, no elevators here on the property. So take that into consideration when you're visiting here, that if you can't do stairs, you need to make sure you request a ground floor unit. All right, so we're continuing on here. Something I do want to point out is studio units here at Desert Springs Villas 1 kind of have disappointing patios. They overlook the parking lot. These ones here are kind of behind a wall, the ground floor, and then the top floor obviously just has a view overlooking the parking lot. That only goes for the studio units that are kind of in the middle of the building. The corner units do have golf course views, so keep that in mind if you're in a studio unit, that you might end up being in one where the patio overlooks the parking lot. Here is a studio unit that's on the corner, and like I said, it has a golf course view. One of the good things about the villas here, most of the villas, other than those studios that aren't on the end, has a view out here to the golf course, and you can also see the Marriott, JW Marriott Hotel there across the fairway, but no way to get across to it from here. You either have to take the shuttle or you can walk, but it's a bit of a walk way down there to the other arm of this resort, which we'll take a look at here in a minute. Let's continue on here. Sprinklers just turned on as I was standing in the middle of them. That was kind of a bit of a scare. Had to dodge the sprinklers, but something to point out here. Top floor patios there, these corner ones don't have any real shade, so keep that in mind. Ground floor, no elevators, ground floor, shady balconies. And as you can see here, lots of covered parking with carports pretty much throughout, but I found not enough carports to fit all the cars for all of the buildings and all the villas. We've had to park out in the sun a number of times when coming back late in the evening. All right, so here's another view of some more buildings here at Desert Springs Villas 1. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, these all have letters designating the buildings. So if you're in a letter, you know you're in Desert Springs Villas 1, or if your building is a building number, you're in Desert Springs Villa 2. Let's go in here. We're going to take a look at the West pool here at Desert Springs Villa 1. Just a small pool, secondary pool on property. Set of restrooms over here with a ice machine and water machine, and also where you'll find washers and dryers if you're in a studio unit. So no in-room laundry in the studios here at Desert Springs Villas 1. So yeah, just a small pool area here. Nothing big, nothing fancy. Actually pretty small, with a hot tub over there as well. Time to head back out and walk over towards the other side of the resort, because other than maybe some gas grills, some more gas grills here, this is really just all buildings and that small pool over here. We had the main clubhouse pool, that small pool, and over in the other section there is another small pool that we will go take a quick look at, and then we'll kind of walk over towards the Marriott Hotel, show you where the access to that is. Okay, so as we're walking over here, making our way to the other section of Marriott Desert Springs Villas 1, I'd like to ask that if you're really liking this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help out these videos, helps tell the YouTube algorithm that they're great videos, push them to more people that are planning to stay here at Marriott's Desert Springs Villas. It gives them a chance to check this place out too before they come. And also another great way to help these videos is to share them. Share them with your friends, share them with your family, and if you're coming here to Marriott's Desert Springs Villas 1 with somebody else, don't keep this video all to yourself. Be sure to share it with them too. It is perhaps the best way to help out these videos. So let's continue on here. We're going to head over, take a look at the rest of this property. Okay, so as we're continuing through here, there is another set of gas grills here near the buildings. These are obviously scattered kind of throughout, so you're never very far away from a set of gas grills to go out, do some cooking. Those people there in those corner units, they actually have almost their own personal gas grill right off their patio. But then we're making our way back up here again towards the main clubhouse that's over here that we visited earlier. The clubhouse pool, kind of a big pool for Desert Springs Villas 1. And we're coming up to a traffic circle here. This is kind of where you would normally come in. You would, of course, check in and register here at the clubhouse. And then when you come to this traffic circle, you go either one way or the other, depending on where your villa is. They do have a nice water feature here, kind of like they did at the main entrance to the resort. Kind of a waterfall. Pretty sounds nice, looks nice, and yeah, that's that. So we're going to now head over here, head up this side of the property, take a look at what's going on over here. All right, so here's another building, Building J, and I don't think it's actually occupied at the moment because there are no cars in front of this building except for one down here, and then there's like some service carts. So I think they might be maybe doing some renovations in there. Not too sure. There's no workers present, but this is kind of a good way to point out the color scheme, the multicolored paint scheme that they have on these buildings here in Desert Springs. One, definitely helps to make them fit into the desert landscape here in Palm Desert, California. So really like the color scheme, the paint scheme, that kind of rock detail that they have here as well. As far as I understand, that is fairly new within the last few years, I guess, to give these buildings a little bit more pizzazz. We now have come up upon a number of electric vehicle charging stations. So great place to come charge your vehicles if you are driving an electric vehicle. And over here as well, just a short walk from those electric vehicle charging stations, is another grouping of gas grills and a fire pit. So most likely a gas fire pit here to take advantage of. I'm not sure if they're using those, starting those up in the evenings, but here you got a good view of, well, not really. Here you got a good view of the golf course and those really nice gas grills here. Let's take a look. These ones, pretty good shape. All right, so let's continue on. Okay, we are coming up upon the North Pool now. We do have a nice view of a golf green out here. And like I said, most of these buildings, most of these villas, actually, I would say all the villas, except for, of course, those studio units that face the parking lot, have nice golf course views. So if you're staying in a 2-bedroom villa here, you're pretty much guaranteed to have some view of the golf course green out here. Some guys playing golf. Let's head into the pool area now here and take a look. Got to scan my kiki. All right, so this pool area actually has a set of gas grills, a really nice hot tub, and a nice pool area over here. This one's nice and quiet, not very busy here this morning. So nice pool area here. Lots of pool towels for you to access. They don't lock them up. They don't put them in your villa. They don't make you check them out. Just come, grab what you need, and return them when you're done. So that's it for this pool area. There is, I guess, a set of restrooms here, ice machine, and there will be laundry in there as well. But let's head out here. I can't get out this door, I guess. I have to go out this one over here. I don't know why. Maybe that's the handicap accessible ramp there, but I couldn't get out it. But we're gonna walk down here and take a look at one last thing. Okay, so up here near Building F is the hotel access. Now, this here is essentially a roadway that the shuttle takes. There's a gate there. You can't drive through here, but I suppose you could walk to the hotel. This would be the area you want to stay in if you want easy walking access. There's no real sidewalk, so just watch as you're going along there, because the shuttles do come through here. But there are the tennis courts for the hotel property. They do have a tennis pro shop with limited hours at the moment, but yeah, this is where you want to come. This is the section you want to stay in if you want close, easy walking access to the JW Marriott Hotel. But as I mentioned, they do have a shuttle that will take you around the property and just about anywhere you want to go, whether it's to Desert Springs 2 section, the pool's over there, over to the JW. Lots of options with the shuttle. Okay, so I decided to get out of the heat and get in under one of these carports to kind of wrap this up, I want to know, are you heading here to Marriott's Desert Springs Villas 1? Let me know all about it down in the comments below. Or maybe you're an owner here or a guest, want to know your thoughts about the property. Be sure to leave those comments below as well. And also, if you like this video, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button to see more videos all about timeshare. Check out the description box below. And for another video about Marriott's Desert Springs Villas, check out this one right up here and YouTube. They're pretty sure you'll like that video down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, remember, the best destination is always a timeshare.